Today's lecture 6 of Basic Electronics is Op-Amp Part 6. Welcome to our channel Classfly Community, and this is the Part 6 of our Op-Amp, that is Operational Amplifier. Perfect. So today we will deal with the application of the Op-Amp. Yes, we will be dealing with inverting amplifier. We have seen in the past videos that Op-Amp has a circuit, right? How Op-Amps look? Like this, right? One it has a minus, that is a negative, and one it has a plus, right? And there will be a V0, this is the output, and there will be two input, right? See, and our inverting terminal was? Yes, this minus sign was an inverting terminal. So today we will deal with an inverting amplifier, okay? So see, a basic op-amp circuit is one that produces an 180 signal phase shift. Basically, see, it is very simple. The voltage applied in the inverting terminal, right? So the voltage which is applied will be in a phase. So the output will be in the 180 degree phase shift. So this is the meaning of this statement, that whatever will be our input, the opposite will be our output. Okay. Okay, see, here we have an inverting terminal and a non-inverting terminal. We will ground the non-inverting terminal and we will give as the voltage here as VB. Okay. And here we will have a input terminal, right? We will be inverting the inverting input. We will put input in the inverting terminal, right? So our current will flow here, but there the voltage here and the here will be same. So the current will not flow here. Why it will not flow? Let's move on to the concept of virtual ground. See, before moving to the virtual ground, see, the inverting amplifier is the op-amp counterpart. It is the counterpart of common emitter and common source. Okay. Basically, see, what is basically virtual ground? See, there is an inverting terminal and a non-inverting terminal. So if we magnify and see the internal resistance, and we let this a point A and let this a point B. In ideal condition, the resistance, this one, is infinity, that is R has a very large value. So whenever if we have a difference, that is a voltage difference, that is VA minus VB equal to V, right? And if a current flows, then we have the formula I is equal to VR. So as we know, at the ideal condition, R is infinity, so our value of I will be 0. So by Ohm's law, we know that if there is no flow of current, if there will be no flow of current, then the voltage will be same in both terminals. That the voltage of A will also be same as well as voltage of B will also be same. If the voltage of A is 5 volts, then B also will be 5 volts. This is what virtual ground means. That's why in the inverting amplifier, let's move on to the inverting amplifier. So as it is an inverting amplifier, so VB is equal to VA. Okay, that's why I have written that VA is equal to VB, because as it is ground, so there will be no flow of current, right? And its internal resistance is, we know that it's infinity, so there will be no flow of current in here. Okay, so the current will move to the feedback and will come to V0. So now we will apply KCL at node A, that is this point. So we know that this current is equal to this current, that is the I1 is equal to our feedback, right? Feedback current. So I1 is equal to IF. So if we want the IF, then what we know that I is equal to VR, right? So we have VI minus VA and R1. Simply I have written this. Voltage by resistance equal to, now I have to find between IF, so I will do VA minus V0 by RF. So I got the equation 1, right? For ideal op-amp, V1 is equal to V2. What is V1? Basically V1 is VA is equal to VB. Okay, so both is 0. So when we put the value in the equation 1, we get Vi by Ri equal to minus V0 by Rf, right? This is the perfect. And if I only, because I have to find the voltage and output, if I do this, we get minus Rf by R1 into Vm, and Rf and by R1 is the amplification factor. And why we get this minus? Because we are giving the input at the inverting terminal, right? And we know there will be a 180 phase shift. So this, if this will be a positive, then it will be negative. That's why here it is negative, okay? And if I do V0 by Vi, which is our gain voltage, this will be a gain voltage. Vo by Vi is a gain voltage, and we get it as minus Rf by R1. So basically this is an inverting amplifier. But we can also solve it by KCL as well as mathematical model. How we can solve by the mathematical model? Let's see. See, this is a mathematical model of inverting amplifier. We know V can be given as IR, because we know the voltage is equal to current into resistance, and V out is equal to same current into resistance, but here we will have to put a minus. So our voltage gain will be, we know that the voltage gain is V out by V in. So when we put the equation, we get our gain voltage is minus Rf by Rin. This you can do in your examination, but follow the KCL rule. It will be better for you to get good marks. Okay, and see, this statement is the most important, that the polarity of a signal is reversed at the output. A negative input gives a positive output. If we give positive input in the inverting amplifier, we will get negative output. But if we give negative input, we will get positive output. So basically this is being stated in this two line. So I think all of you understood what is inverting amplifier, what is the application of the op-amp in this inverting amplifier. So today's lecture ends here. Till then, good luck and have a great day.
Now it's the code time. The better the day, the better the deed. I think all of you understood today's lecture, and thank you for watching.
Wow, that's impressive! You have completed a magic today. For more videos, subscribe. Join our Facebook group and Instagram page for group discussion and live magazine videos for exam preparation in an hour. We start at class-like community for students to learn from a friend in a simple way and support them in their own languages. If you are willing to be that one friend who saves us at the exam night preparation, then please join us by visiting classfly.in.